Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to go over the Jade skin picks. We had a bit of an update today. Also, some exciting news as far as what's happening in the future of Rust Console Edition. And yes, custom servers are going to be a thing. We got some news on that as well. We have the event coming up, the holiday event. So a lot of exciting stuff happening for Rust Console Edition. So let's get into it. I don't want to make this one terribly long, so I'm going to try to truncate some of the update changes that we did get today. So let's hit those real fast. Should be right here under what's new. We have at the very top here, it says that I think a lot of people are very excited about this one. Fixed a case of invalid shots. I know a lot of people were complaining about that, so that's always good. Fixed a bug that causes horses to turn briefly invisible. Fixed a bug causing players to be invisible to other players. That's awesome that that's being fixed or has been fixed. Another big one here is fixed an issue caused a network desync making in-game assets invisible. Thank goodness. The fences at the ranch are visible now, and also the red X's on the swamp tree, which is nice. Fixed rendering issues at the airfield cave, awesome. And then the fisherman mission oiled up now gives the correct amount of scrap. Beautiful. And a couple other fixes here and there, and it looks like some crash fixes, which is great. I know a lot of people are complaining about that stuff. Now, I know people are over on testing staging branch, and some people are complaining about and rightfully so, it's testing staging branch, but they're talking about how some of the horse glitches are still over there. So that's not the case for main branch, just so you know. Just keep that in mind. Okay. Because, again, testing staging branch is exactly that, testing and staging. So, we do have word that we're going to get a Halloween event again, and also some fancy boy skins, including a hazmat skin, I think in October, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, big word on Rust Console Edition custom servers. Finally, we're going to get our first testing happening in October, so probably in a handful of weeks, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks. So I do have a full video on that. I'll go ahead and link it now in the upper right-hand corner if you want to go check that out. It'll also be up on the end screen when we're done with the Jade skin picks. Okay, so let's get into the skin picks, shall we? Deep breath. Also, if I sound a little congested, I apologize. I am getting sick, I believe. Okay, so we have the Commando Veteran set going for 2070 RC, which is great. Again, if you get the whole set, you get to save 30%. We're going to go through each of these here, and then we'll go and give the green tier 1 and 2, and then the orange tier 1 and 2. So 4 total, so like green being the best and orange being the secondary. Just to kind of help people that are, most people are limited on RC. I mean, it's essentially money. So if you're having a hard time like picking it, I kind of give the rationale for that. So if you're unfamiliar, that's what we do. Okay, so roadside kills going for 600 bucks. I do think that one's a bit steep. This one doesn't glow in the dark, not that you want it to. Little rust butt cheeks right there, but I don't know, I think 600 is a bit much for that one. I like it, don't get me wrong, I do, but I think that one was a bit steep. Roadside gloves going for 350. We've got the hoodie for 400. Again, no glowing parts on this one. Then we have the pants going for 400 RC. I do like the little detail trimmer along the side. Again, nothing glows. Then we have the metal chest plate going for 600 RC. And then we have the metal face plate going for 600 RC. Again, no glowy bits, no glowy parts. Let me back up a little bit so you guys can see the top. Look at that blue dome. Okay, so as far as the green pick, I'm going to pick, the first green pick is going to be the pants for 400 RC to make a complete set. The second green pick is going to be the hoodie, because I think this will make a nice undersuit for almost any other armor pieces you would put on top. Gives you that accent piece so you kind of know what team is which, if you got like teams for flanking and stuff, or even if you just want to be able to identify your own boys. This can really help out a lot. So the undersuit here is, green first pick is going to be pants, and then green secondary pick is going to be hoodie. Just because I think it's such a nice, it's a good set together, but it's going to be a nice accent piece for most other pieces of armor, because we have earthy tones and some darker tones, so having like a little bit of blue pop will look rather nice. And for the same reason, the orange pick is going to be the metal face plate for 600 RC, and also to complete the set, the metal chest plate for 600 RC. Again, giving you that nice pop, but nothing too like, so like if you were to stand in a bush or something and take a kneel, you're not going to be given away by glowy parts. But, there's a time and a place for glowy parts, for sure. On to the next set, we have retro SciFi architecture going for 1050 RC. This is our only deployable set that's happening for this 2-week period. But if you get the whole set, it's going to go for I'm sorry, 30% off for all 6 pieces. And this does this does complete the other set that was, we had another SciFi set that was, oh yeah, it was just boxes, that's right. So this one's not bad. I think one of the other pieces, well, you know what, let me go through the parts here. So we have vending machine for 350, which is nice. We don't have too many of these. And there are some very small glowy bits. So you got the lock right there. Did you guys hear that? Sorry. Some people are like, the burps are too gross. I'm like, I'm sorry. I just had a tactical cylinder. Oh yeah, I can say what it is. It was it the White Cane Monster, the Zero Ultra? Yeah, you know, it's in the products too. If you're interested, go for it. Yeah, this one's not bad for 350. We don't have too many vending machines, and if you're a person that sells stuff, not bad, not bad. And it's not too obnoxious either, and it's got some glowy bits because nighttime is extremely dark. And this kind of follows that same suit where you've got the sheet metal door going for 200 RC. You've got these little glowy parts on the side there. Glowy bits. Not too bad. This is one of the glowing doors that you can put outside and actually not worry about some like super range glowy parts because they're so small, they'll actually kind of dissipate over the distance, or they should, or most of it rather. This here we have the garage door going for 250 RC. Again, some small glowing parts on the top. You have like a piece of trim on the top, and it should be the same texture on the back. Is it? Yes, okay. For a second I was like, wait a minute. Not bad, not bad. We have the locker. We don't have too many of these either. The locker's going for 300 RC with the same glowing parts on the side. I do like the glowing trim on the side. We have the furnace here going for 100 RC, not bad. I do like the glowing parts on the back, that is nice. Excuse me. And then we have the double sheet metal door. You know I'm always a fan of that. Same pattern on the opposite side. So, onto the Jade skin picks portion. So for rarity, I'm going to pick for the green set, for rarity just alone, we're going to have the locker for 300 RC. And again, I really do like that glowing section on the back, or I'm sorry, on the spine. And then the other one's going to be the vending machine, again, for just pure rarity. So green first and secondary picks. Second pick is going to be the vending machine. Green secondary pick, vending machine, and then green first pick is going to be the locker. So total is going to be 600 RC if you're trying to do the, what is it, the discount, right? But honestly, I know we haven't covered the other sets, but deployables are always like the best because you almost always have a base. You always are going home to it. You're always going to be standing it in the dark at some point. Having glowing accents, I think, is extremely useful. Things that help identify where you are standing and how to leave the base are really, really nice to help organize things. And I think this is probably the more reasonably priced and functional. So I think this is the best set for 1050. But anyway, so if you can only buy one set, I'd probably recommend this one because you've always got a base. You know what I mean? I guess there's some rare people that don't actually use bases and kind of are transient. Is that right? Would that be right? Did I use that term correctly? Okay, so for the next one, the orange picks are going to be the double sheet metal door because we don't have too many of those either that glow in the dark, and this is nice. You're always kind of using this for your transition from like your double doors to your garage doors, so these are always nice to have. And they're good backfill too. If once you've replaced your garage doors, you can always put these double doors up after you've been rated if they don't get all the way in, which is nice. So that was the double sheet metal doors for 300. And I'm going to say the sheet metal door. We're going to skip the garage door this time because a lot of your exterior doors are sheet metal doors, usually, if you're trying to do the single pass-through airlock, especially if you're solo or small group. And this is just enough accent to make it good, but not totally obnoxious for the exterior or even the interior. So functional on either side. So my secondary orange pick is going to be the sheet metal door for 200 RC. I know, that took me a second, but we got there, but again, I would recommend just the whole set because I think it's decently priced. And I'm always down for deployables. Okay, so we have Security Veteran. I need to bring up my notes here because this is a repeat from last year. This actually happened just before November, so I think this happened roughly around the same time last year. Where are my cheat sheets? Okay, there it is. So we have Security Veteran. I do have the prices here, even though I bought these. So we have the Python Revolver. Whoops. Does not glow in the dark. It looks like an old-fashioned 6-shooter going for 250 Rust coins. Then we have the custom SMG here going for 300 Rust coins. Beep, boop, beep. Then we have the jacket going for 250. do like the RP value on this one for sure. And we have the pants going for 200 Rust coins with the little handcuffs on the side. Just make sure the back portion's all filled in there. You see what I'm saying? All right, so then we have the shirt down here going for 200 Rust coins, RP to the maximum. And we have the metal chest plate going for 250 Rust coins, the security vest. Not bad. Again, nothing glows in this set. Okay, so now for the breakdown. The orange first and secondary picks are going to be the jacket first and foremost for the green first pick. Because this is used, this isn't like the sealed, like the snow jacket part that's zipped up. You can actually put things under this, and it really helps out in the winter biomes. And it's got good cover too because it's a darker fabric. And so you can really stay concealed, especially at nighttime. So this is my first green pick. And then we have the pants for the secondary pick to kind of match it up there. A darker fabric for really any build because, you know, mid to late game, you've always got the pants and the hoodie to some degree. So the green secondary pick is pants for 200 RC. And then the other breakdown here is we're going to skip the shirt. The orange first pick is going to be the metal chest plate because it's nice and black. It's it looks cool. There's not too much flashiness on this one, and it's highly functional because it's a dark fabric. So this one, again, is 250 for the orange first pick. And then we're going to go to the Python revolver for the orange secondary pick, again, going for 250 Rust coins. That's one's, it looks real sharp. I'm a fan. And when you think about it, when your fist is holding it, really almost everything is completely dark. So good for night ops. Okay, so we didn't cover this last time, so we'll go ahead and hit this now. We have the medieval bucket helmet going for 485 Rust coins. That one's looking really sharp. But to be fair, I don't use this one too often, but it is a nice RP helmet, right? They always make the joke, the bad players wear the bucket helmets. I'm like, wait a minute, I wear the bucket helmet. No glowing parts. Then we have the laser blade longsword going for 150 RC, which is not bad. And I think it's reasonably priced considering. And then this does obviously glow in the dark. It's got the carbon fiber texture along the blade, which looks really, really nice. So that's what we have. Those are the Jade skin picks. We have a lot of stuff happening on Rust Console Edition. It's getting very exciting, not only right now, but stuff that's coming in like a week or two. Yeah, so stay tuned. If you guys are subscribed already with those notifications on, you guys will be the first to know as these things start to drop. And again, if you're interested in anything and everything Rust Console Edition custom servers, that video should already be up on the end screen now. And that's a complete breakdown, up-to-date information that we have so far about custom servers. And yes, it's happening in, or at least our test is happening in October. So get excited. It's finally here. All right, we love you. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.